What is up, you guys? In today's episode, I'm going to walk you through how to set up your woodworking shop and get your tools on a budget. Let's dive in. All right, well, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the podcast. As always, I'm your host, Zach Vaught, and I'm here to help you start and grow your custom furniture business or your woodworking business. And so in today's episode, I want to dive into how to set up your woodworking shop on a budget. How do I get tools? How do I create systems? How do I do all this stuff when I don't have a lot of money, right? And this is true for many of you out there. This was true for me. When I first started, I did not have a lot of disposable income, and so I had to make the most out of what I could get my hands on. And so I want to walk you through kind of what I did and what you can still do today in order to get set up without spending thousands and thousands of dollars, right? First thing I want to just say is when we talk about setting it up on a budget, that looks wildly different for all of us, right? There's some people here that they're like, man, I can't imagine spending more than a couple $100. Some of us here that are like, hey, I've got $2,000 to spend, right? Based on your situation, this is going to vary a little bit, but I'm going to kind of tell you what my situation was, what I ended up doing, and how it essentially got started for about $500. Okay, so the number one thing that you need to do is you need to buy used tools. Now, I know a lot of you guys be like, oh, Zach, I'd never buy used tools. You don't know how hard those tools have been run. Well, here's the deal. If you go buy new tools, you're going to spend probably 60 to 70% more than if you buy used tools. Okay. And again, what we're trying to do here is just get started. We're not trying to buy the tools that you're going to use for the rest of your business, right? You're just trying to get tools to get you in the game. And so, number one, when you buy used tools, you need to make sure that you go run them, test them, make sure they're actually functioning as they should before you pull the trigger. But by buying used tools, you're going to save 40 to 50 to 60 to 70% compared to if you go buy new tools, okay? So number one is buy used tools if at all possible. Great place to go, Facebook Marketplace, okay? eBay, you can buy stuff online that's refurbished, that's substantially less money, okay? So number one is buy used or refurbished tools. Number two is just get the essentials to start. Okay, now this is one of the ones where you're like, okay, what are the essentials? Let me walk you through what I had when I built my first several projects. And so I had, number one, a miter saw. Number two, a drill or a couple drills. I had glue. I had a sander and sandpaper. And then I worked up and ended up buying a worksite table saw. So these were the 5 things that I had when I first started building my first projects. And so for those of you that are brand new, that are getting started, you're probably going to be trying to find plans online to build your first set of projects. And a lot of those plans, you're going to be building those out of dimensional lumber, which means that you don't really have to be like ripping down hardwood lumber from a supplier. All of your stuff, you're going to either buy 2x4s or 2x6s or 2x8s or 2x10s or 12s, right? So you don't have to really worry about a lot of stuff when it comes to a table saw. Most of the time you can get by with just a miter saw, cuts things to length, and then a drill, glue, a sander, and sandpaper, right? And so obviously you're going to need stain, you're going to need some type of finish, different things like that. But to get started, you can get started with just these things, okay? So if you were to buy these things used, so like if you were to get a miter saw used, miter saw can range anywhere from $150 to $350, $500, depending upon what you get. But used, those are going to be substantially less, okay? Drills, you can get drills for less than $100. A sander, you can get for $30 to $50 used. And a worksite table saw, which is not, again, absolutely necessary, you can get for a couple $100. So you should be able to get all this stuff all in for somewhere between $400 and maybe $600 if you buy them used, okay? Number 3, this is super, super important. You want to develop a habit of constantly scouring online and keeping your eyes peeled for a good deal. Okay, this is one of the things that allowed me to develop what tools I had and grow my shop and do it affordably even as I was growing a profitable business. Just because you start making money doesn't mean you should be stupid with your money, right? So even though you start developing a profitable woodworking business, we still need to be in the business of looking for bargains, in the business of looking for deals. You need to develop a strategy. So once a week, twice a week, you're scouring Facebook Marketplace, you're looking on auction sites, looking on eBay, you're trying to find good deals, okay? That's super, super important. And this will keep you in the right frame of mind to be frugal with your money, to make smart decisions with your money. And then here's number 4, and this might be the most important one, is start making money so you don't have to just operate on the bare essentials, right? And so all of us, we often start and we're like, I have no money, so therefore I have to get all these tools with what very little money I have. Well, if you sell one custom table set, table with chairs for somewhere between $1,800 and $3,800 or $4,800, depending upon what it is, that should immediately fund you getting a lot more tools, right? So right when you're starting out, if you don't have a bunch of tools, if you don't have what you need, that's where you need to spend some of your money. The other place you need to be spending your money is exposure. You need to be getting in front of more people. You need to be having some advertising strategies. You need to get set up for success with exposure. But when it comes to building your woodworking business, your wood shop on a budget, this is how I did it, and this is how I would encourage you to do it. For any of you that have done this, I would love to hear your thoughts, what you focused on, what were your bare essential tools when you got started? Where did you find them? Did you find them at Home Depot on sale? Did you find them online? Hook us up and let us know where you find the best used or refurbished tools. And with that, I got a couple resources for you. So if you're watching this and you're brand new, you're a beginner, and you're trying to grow a successful woodworking or custom furniture company, I have my free ebook called the Handmade Business Secrets book. It's about 85 to 90 pages long, and it really outlines my journey of starting and failing in my woodworking business, but ultimately figuring it out and growing that woodworking business to over $70,000 or $75,000 per month. That's totally free to you. Click the first link in the description below. Check that out. If you'll enter your name and email, we'll send that over to you, okay? Second resource I want to walk you through today is the Handmade Hero Academy program. That program is a great entry-level program for those of you that are trying to find a product that you're going to be able to scale with. Find a product that you can repeatedly sell, and then how to build a website, how to take great photos and great videos, how to run paid ads, right? These are the little things that you can start learning inside of that program. And again, I say this all the time, it's a low-cost program. You sell one high-ticket product as a result of what you learn inside of that product. It pays for itself, okay? And then lastly is the Woodworking Business Accelerator program. This is our flagship program. We have about 60 clients in this program all across North America, and we're helping them scale to $25,000, $35,000, $45,000, $55,000 per month and beyond. So if you are serious about really growing your custom furniture business, I would love to connect with you. That's the third link in the description below. Fill out the application, get on my calendar, and let's hop on the phone and see if we can help you grow your business. And so with that being said, guys, as always, love and appreciate you. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure that you do that, and I will see you guys on the next video.